Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the... Cisco! It's there! The ideal start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Italy are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Looking for the run. Šeško! And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zé Roberto goes short. This looks promising. That's a lovely, neat pass. Italy are looking to go forward now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Vieri. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice parts. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking.
It's Vieri! Oh, taken with style! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Italy get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Zé Roberto. Aims beyond the defence. He's picked his way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Šeško! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Šeško has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now he's got space here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, important interception. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Mbappe! Shot a goal! Mbappe is magnificent! A finish right from the top draw! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Goes for a shot! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Costa Curta. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. That ball looks a good one. Oh, what a ball! Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vieri. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, shooting chance! Lacking in accuracy.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now, can they get him away? Now, this could be a chance. Shoots! Neymar. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vieri. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Mbappe tries to get it clear, and he's there to retrieve it. Neymar. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bruno Fernandes. And it's been played through. And this is Vieri. Oh, that's... And a shot! Rising over the bar.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Albert Ferrer. Šeško. And he's intervened well there. Zanetti. Nicely weighted ball. Real chance! And it's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball. That. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Vietnam have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already. And the second half gets underway. That's a cute ball. Vieri receives it in a wide position. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zanetti. Now it's Vieri. He's on it, can he get away? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Matheus Cunha. Šeško with 3 goals to his name and looking for more. Šeško! And he was alert to it. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass. Decent chance! Not the most accurate pass. And here's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Italy are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's...
Chance, surely! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Can he get it through? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well.
And he shoots! Beckenbauer. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe is onto this. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's in on goal! Schlotterbeck did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's one-on-one! And that was very necessary. A temporary retreat here.
Bruno Fernandes really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
Takes a shot! He's got a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Vietnam are having a ball here. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the shot's on here. Chance for a shot!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That is good alertness. And it's Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. Back into the middle. Chance! He scores! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Italy grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Zé Roberto. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, good spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And this is Vieri. He's shifting through the gears here. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
1 minute added time.
Zé Roberto defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And we're done. Vietnam can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Arsenal have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's played forward. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Costa Curta. Vietnam controlling the possession in this early phase. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. They've won a corner. Vietnam with the corner. They're first. Roberto goes short. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And the pass is intercepted, and he's managed to get free. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. And he's been shifted off it. Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Chooses to deal with it himself.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he plays one through. Picked out brilliantly. De Bruyne. Chance! Goal! Arsenal! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Nicely shaped ball. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Robson, he has found a way through. Now can he find a finish? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And they're quick to get it back. Bruno Fernandes.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Bruno Fernandes going full tilt down the left. Šeško. Lahm with the clearance. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's going to go a long way. Now, this could be a chance. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played into space. And that is as far as they're going to go. Vietnam disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And this is Cruyff. And he's on his way! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a promising position. He's real chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
It's a good spell of possession. Shot goal! Magnificent from Matías Cunha! A finish of true class! And the comeback is complete!
Bruno Fernandes really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Vietnam are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. And this is Cruyff. Right in! Oh, it rattles the bar. He's missed, but not by that far.
Pele must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Albert Ferrer. Some front-footed pressing going on here. He's in plenty of space here. Spread neatly. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And he was quick to react. Albert Ferrer. Nice sequence of passes, this. Goes for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Can he latch on to this? Mbappe gets into some space. De Roberto tries a cross.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Bruno Fernandes takes aim and crosses. Robson, it's run loose here. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that is a little undercooked. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, really cute, what a lovely series of passes. Oh, well played. De Bruyne. Pele. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. And back to the keeper they go. Costa Curta. Makaleli. And that could set him on his way. Oh, look at the space here. And a chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 21, Pele. Number 9, Johan Cruyff. Number
Lovely
7,
pass, but can he get there?
Brian Robson. Number 6, De Bruyne. Coming on the field.
There will be a
8,
throw-in.
Erling Haaland. Number 18,
That's an
Mbappe.
excellent interception.
Number 22,
Mohamed Salah.
Gullit. Number 27,
Neymar is a player who
Serginho.
barely needs an
Number
invitation to
29,
shoot.
Kai Havertz. Substitutions
Roberto.
taking place.
Lahm promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, there's the clearance. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with...
Big chance! One-on-one! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement, and he plays one through. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And the lead is extended still further. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is so...
And Torres! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. And it's Serginho. Gullit. Pedri. It's a promising run he's making on the right.
Has been indicated.
Out to the left it goes. He's shifting through the gears here.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Great ball, tries a shot! He scored! just cruising! They are cruising! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And that's it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Vinicius Junior! Goal! Manchester United! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Big header! Oh, off the bar! It's just beyond his reach. Bruno Fernandes. Cisco! And he's there to get it away. Not the most accurate pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's made its way to him. Poor robust challenge. Conte. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Valverde.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Makalele did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Quarter of an hour played. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Foot in. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Olise. And it's Valverde. Olise. He has found the way through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And here's Valverde.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bruno Fernandes. Albert Ferrer. Matheus Cunha. Beckenbauer.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vinicius Junior looking to add to his goal. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Matheus Cunha. And Makalele. Over to the other side. To Roberto. Olise. And he's managed to get free. And it's claimed by the keeper. Bruno Fernandes.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Neuer. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's neat. Matches Cunha. This looks promising. Corner it is. And we have our very first corner. Roberto with the short one. Nicely aimed pass. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pinches it off him. That's a sharp pass. Tries to play it through. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 22.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Vietnam are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Thank you for your cooperation.
And that's the second half started.
Vietnam clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Great vision. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Great work on the overlap. Oh, terrible pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bruno Fernandes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well measured. They're urging him to... And a chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, easy pickings there. Conte.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Here's Matheus Cunha. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's burst through. Shot at goal! loose again! Oh, taken with style! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't...
Ah, he's given it away. He's away. He's through and all alone. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Vietnam are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
That is a great pick out. Shot, surely! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards.
Substitution for Manchester United.
To increase the
Number
lead.
7, Vinicius Junior. Number 19, Olise. Number 8, Federico
Oh,
Valverde.
he's missed it.
Coming on
Not the
field,
best spot kick I've ever
number
seen,
10,
but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this
number
game.
2, João Cancelo.
And they've got a
Number
throw.
21, Messi.
He's found a way through. And the finish! Cleared away.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, super ball. There's no flag. He's had a shot. No mistake. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field.
Quite a
is
thriller this one's
number
become.
45.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Makaleli. And it's Cancelo. Kvaratskhelia. Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A header! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to...
Osimhen! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through. Now there's the shot! And that is wildly off target. Makaleli. Chouameni. Now it's Osimhen. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Good strong hand by the keeper. Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now is this the final assault?
6 added minutes has been indicated.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Manchester United clearly now in lead preservation mode. Kvaratskhelia going full tilt down the left. He's got away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans have
and
pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
He's in a great position here. Rafael Varane gives no quarter whatsoever. Ibrahimovic, that's beautifully weighted. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the pass is intercepted. Now it's come to nothing. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ibrahimovic! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Mbappe. Rafael Varane proves too strong, too smart. Looking tidy in possession here. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. Pulls it back.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And it's made its way to him. Cleared without complication. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now this could... It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! Sweden! And Sweden take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Lam. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivers the ball. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Lovely bit of skill. Played into space. Well, that has not gone well. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's going to go a long way. And the counter is on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely worked. Tries to get it clear. Oh, super ball. And this is Bale. And a shot! Makaleli. Sheshko.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe. Now that's a lovely exchange. Now it's Platini. That's a nicely shaped ball. Ibrahimovic! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. And the shot! It's in! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Vietnam get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well, they could break here. But it's Roberto. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Looking for a runner. Oh, strongly challenged there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And smartly reclaimed. Toure producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Face to face with the keeper. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score.
Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Crosses it in. In he goes again! It's in! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Sweden take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And there's the end of the first half.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Knocks it into space. Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here. Maciej Cunha. Šeško. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Costa Curta. Some really good ball movement. Played towards the other side. Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out. Bale is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bullish header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's on it, can he get away? Gets his head on it!